Okay, so basically, like I was saying, I was interrupted. That it's a witchcraft spell over me right now because my family knows that I'm pregnant. My friends know that I'm pregnant. America knows that I'm pregnant. My boyfriend that I was with knows. And when the angel had rang a bell like, Andrea, you in a country that's just full of Satanists, they Satanists. So everybody gonna try to pretend like they don't know, or they're gonna try to pretend like they helping you or whatever, and like they trying to have another sacrificial death, because if people know that they have done this to me and I have talked about it and did everything, and there's nothing that I could do but just kind of go downhill from what all they have done to me, then they'll be like, oh, we're going to wait for her to kill herself, because she knows that we Satanists, and she knows that nobody in America is going to help her, and she's not going to become a Satanist like us. She's not going to just be willing to watch the U.S. Army go all over to these different continents, blowing people up and setting bombs and hurting these people on their land, and then come back here and then know why they doing it. No, leave those people alone. I'm going to be the one to be an American and say that that's wrong. Don't go on those people land bothering those people and saying that because we got the U.S. Army and we got the military, that that's all right to go over there and hurt those people. That's wrong. Hey, nothing. Yeah, I'm okay. So, pretty much that's what our government is doing, and I don't stand for that. I don't stand for the U.S. Army going over to anybody's country and messing with those people in their country. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. Hold on, I gotta step outside for a second. Appreciate you. I put it right there. Damn, she got the same kind of bonnet I got on. Hey, so y'all gotta excuse me, y'all, because I ain't really even washed my face or nothing, because I told y'all it's a spell over me right now, to where I just lay there and I'm not gonna get up and do anything, because I feel like everything is in vain. Like, I know the truth about my case, like it's all in vain. But I had to come out because every time I talk about the real issue of what's going on, people will come around and, you know, all that old kind of shit. And then if you talk about that kind of stuff around them, then they'll try to make it seem like you crazy. But let me just finish what I was saying about the U.S. Army, because that is Satan's army. And I'm not finna sit back like the rest of America and be like, oh, well, you know, it's okay to go to these people land. And they've been doing this shit since I was a little kid. Like, they've been going since I was a little ass fucking kid, telling me about stuff that they done went over to people, doing to people and all that stuff. And African Americans and people in America was sitting over there making excuses like, oh, we were just going over there to help them, and lying about what they was doing to those people. And then I started doing my research and finding out what they was really doing to those people. And then that they was over here trying to call people terrorists and stuff for standing up for people and standing up for themselves. So I was like, you know, that's pretty much what is going on. So it was a lot of black people joining the military, joining the police force, you know, and then trying to make it seem like that was a career, when really that's not even a career. That's a choice of whose side you're going to be on in humanity. You either going to be on the side of people who God gave this earth to these people, and these people had a right to their land, and their children had a right to their land, or you going to join the other side of these white devils, of these devils, and be like, oh, they can go wherever they want to go and terrorize whoever they want to terrorize for money and wealth. And basically that's pretty much what all the black people in America is really doing right now, is they making their decision to be like, we don't care what y'all do to people all over the world. Do whatever you want to do to those people, and to the people who are in our country that's not gonna stand for the stuff that these devils is doing. We are willing to kill them and give them up as a sacrifice for this kingdom where we try to show all this allegiance to these white people and let them go all over the earth and do whatever the fuck they want to do to everybody, to where we don't have rights. Because the only rights that we really have is when our people will stand behind us and say, you're not finna do one of ours like that. You're not finna do our daughter like that. You're not finna do our people like that. And then they'll back off. But they have blacks selling out like, oh, okay, well, we get to finally have everything that we wanted in this country, and we finally get to have money, and we finally get to come up. So we not gonna say nothing. We just gonna act like we living better than everybody else all over the world, and then try to hide what else we doing in our country so that we can still continue to have the lifestyles that we want to have. And they don't have no law, and they know that that'll start wars. They know that people will start to kill, people will start to fight back, and then they want to have it behind the scenes where they feel like it's enough of them to take on the people that's getting tired of being bullied and getting tired of having our lives threatened and our children's lives threatened. They feel like, oh, it's enough of us. We already done targeted them. We already done took what we done took from them. We already done raped them people. We already done did what we wanted to do to them folks, and we know they don't have nobody. We know all their friends, all their people, all their allies done sold them out. So we willing to go ahead and sit back and kill them folks and then hide the truth about it all in the media. And so that's what they're doing to me, trying to hide everything. And if a person gets tired and be like, okay, we not finna let y'all make war on us and then lie about it in the media. Because if you do all this shit to a person, some people would have been at your door beating your fucking ass like, hold on, you think you finna do what to me and my kids because you think you in what position of power? Okay, I'm gonna see you in these streets. It's a lot of people that they won't try like that because they already know these people gonna come and do this to us. These people gonna come and do that to us. But I'm by myself. My family is two-faced and betrayed me, and they never stood up for me and had my back. So it got these other nations of people thinking that and feeling like they can do whatever they want to do to me, and they already know, well, if she do fight back, if she do come and do something, then we'll just kill her, because we have already painted her out to be a drug addict, a prostitute, a liar, all this in the media. You seen the hospitals lying about the test results. You seen black people kicking me out and trying to fight me and all that old kind of shit. They done already did what they was gonna do. So if I was to get upset and know, like, okay, that's all right, somebody finna pay for this way, and I make them pay this way, they gonna be like, well, it's enough of us, we'll just go ahead and kill her because she can't get us all back. It's hundreds and thousands of us who was involved with betraying this woman and doing this to this woman. So they're like, she can't get us all, she can't fight us all, she can't take us all, And then they'll be like, okay, she gonna go in somewhere and she gonna lay down somewhere and she gonna kill herself. She gonna go somewhere and she gonna kill herself. And God had already told me that the white police women who was back there torturing me and my baby, that they already set it up to have people fuck me over so bad to where they felt like that I would kill myself, and I didn't do it in the jail. And they was trying to set it up to either murder me in the jail cell or set it up to make it look like I killed myself over my son. And then they didn't want to tell the truth that my baby daddy was abusing me in my home. And now I understand why it was so important for them to try to cover up the fact that my baby daddy was abusing me in my home. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the house now because he just came out and I have to talk. That's why I said it's a witchcraft spell, because if you think I'm gonna be somewhere where I can't speak about the things that's going on, then that's witchcraft, because I'm gonna speak about it, and I don't want people coming around me, oh hey, while I'm somewhere by myself and then I can't speak on the things that I need to speak about. So they think that I'm gonna sit somewhere and kill myself, knowing that my family betrayed me and my boy. Like, they took my son from me, and that's what God was showing. Like, when I was at Marcus Mitchell house, he was like, this black lady was saying that in the vision that I had, this black lady was crying, and she was betraying God and going to shrines and worshiping false gods, and she was setting me and my baby up over in that apartment complex with Marcus Mitchell. And then God had killed a whole bunch of black people in the vision. He killed them because they was being Satanist, and they knew, and it was a bunch of people that was sitting around watching when God killed them, and they didn't care because they was looking at them like these people was evil. We knew these people was evil. Them people knew their time was gonna come, but they just kept doing evil, and they just kept doing evil, and God killed them right in front of me. And then I was looking, they was in the church, like they was supposed to be in the church, like they had been over the church, and God killed them. And I was looking, and I was like wondering, like, why did God kill them people? And then he showed this black lady that was like running stuff like a mayor. She was like a mayor or something like that, and she was running everything. That's somebody calling me. No, she was running everything in the city, and she was not worshiping God. She was worshiping false gods, and when she seen all those black people get killed, and she seen God had destroyed her entire city. Like, the whole city was like one big ass grave where there was a whole bunch of dirt, and like in her home where it was like she had buried so many people. Like, she was responsible for the deaths of so many people that her entire house was like an open graveyard. It was a nice house, and then it had dirt piled up inside of it, like you was walking on graves inside of her home. And I was getting all my stuff and leaving. Like, I had a little baby stroller, and I was getting all of my stuff and running out and leaving out of there. And the woman was trying to say, oh, that's my stuff you got, that's my stuff. And then I was like, no, all of this is my stuff, because they've been taking all of my stuff and everything. And I was like, no, all of this is my stuff. This is my baby stuff. This is my clothes. This is my stuff. And then I had got my stuff, and I started to leave. And and the black lady, she was telling me, she said, we just came from worshiping at a shrine. Let me tell you about this such and such God. And I looked at her, and I said, he is still God. And I went and got a Bible like this, and I started flipping through it, and I opened it, and I said, God said, but God said, I said, God said, thou shalt have no other gods before him. And she was looking at me like, but God ain't did this, and God ain't did that, and God ain't did this. And she started to cry. And she was like sprawling out all on the dirt crying. I told her, I said, they took my son. And when I said they, I meant the Satanists, these pedophiles, these murderers. They took my son from me. And I was crying with all his baby stuff in my pregnancy, all my baby stuff. And I said, but he is still God. They got my baby. And I know these black people won't say nothing because they've been through it before. And they made their choice. So they sitting back watching what's going to happen to her. Because this happened to such and such, and this happened to us, and they did this, and what is going on? I'm not going to kill myself. I had plenty of opportunity to do that shit. I got too much anger inside of me to do that to myself. If anything, I'd rather fight my enemies than to kill my motherfucking self. And they want to kill me. So that's where the sacrificial death come in. It's like, okay, well, if you're not going to kill yourself, that anger inside of you, to where people did so much stuff to you, to where they thought that you was going to go somewhere and kill yourself behind what they did to you and your kids. It's not in me to do that. I'm sorry, witches. I'm sorry, devil. I'm sorry, sorcerers. You're going to have to come up with another plan. So I've been telling my story because they wanted to starve me and my baby and do all that shit to me and my boy. And then have me somewhere sitting down with all my friends and family knowing and coming in my face and smiling. Ooh, Jesus, y'all lucky I'm on YouTube. Well, I'll tell you a thing or two about my family. What they wicked asses. Just evil. And I'm glad they know that I'm telling. Because I get tired of fake ass Bible thumping blacks. You a goddamn witch and you going in the fucking church every goddamn Sunday. You, your pastor, your whole damn congregation. And there I was thinking that something was wrong with me because I didn't want to go to church no more, because I didn't want to go to that school no more. I got the fuck away from them evil ass motherfucking folk. And it take 15 years later for me to figure out why I didn't want to be nowhere near them. I didn't want to go to your college. I didn't want to go through your programs. And no, that ain't got nothing to do with why I ain't successful. I realized that there was something wrong with them people and I didn't want to be around them folks. I spend my time in the woods with God, going and skipping classes and hiding from my family in the fucking woods with my Bible and my God. And he brought me up out of the abuse. He brought me up out of them situations. He made a way for me. And they kept coming around to my houses that I would get to myself bothering me. Come up to my jobs bothering me. Always bothering me. Coming in my home, attacking me, robbing me, and then had the nerve to start doing it to my baby. And I shot him. Because you ain't finna come up in my house on no gang shit. On no Satanist bullshit. And think you gonna kill my baby and kill me and my baby up in my motherfucking house. And you ain't gonna run me up out my motherfucking house without having some serious goddamn consequences. And I tell any motherfucking body, you run me up out my motherfucking house, you put your hands on my child, I'm gonna get you. And I'm gonna get your ass good. So now I got a bone to pick with everybody who thought you were going to come doing something to me because a motherfucker ran me and my baby up out of our house attacking us. What the fuck you think you was going to do? What the Bible say? May my accuser step to my face. Step to my motherfucking face. Step to my motherfucking face and see what happened. And see what happened. Think you gonna come up in my face and do something to me because somebody was attacking me and my baby. Think you gonna do something and see what happened. And that's why everybody had to do shit behind the scenes. Being racist. America is a purely racist country. If you are in Jamaica, if you are in Africa, you're not gonna take my word for it. You're not gonna believe me. Because a lot of y'all sold out over there too. But to the ones that ain't and you think coming here to America, no, they are racist as hell. The black people are racist here. Do not come here. You cursing yourself by coming here, thinking that you want what we got. Because the moment you realize you're going to have to sell, you're going to have to sell out. You're going to be stuck here until you do or make your choice. Once you figure out who the devil is. Because a white man not going to tell you the truth about who he is when he come over there trying to smile and shit and get your allegiance to him. And these black people in America is going to mislead you. They're going to show you all their wealth. They're going to show you all their money. They're going to show you, oh, they got a good job. They're going to try to make you jealous. And think that whatever y'all got, that God done gave y'all, they want what you got. They want your land. They want to turn it into a resort. They want to come own your children. They want to come colonialize every part of this world that have not been touched yet. And if you're watching my video, he is the devil. Do not trust him or his white woman. She is a witch. And everybody that will not tell you the truth about them, they will kill you for them folks. They will take your life because you don't want to lie. Because you want to tell the truth about who your oppressor is. And they'll try to make you have sex with her. They will try to make you worship her. They will try to make you worship him. They will have them dog you out. They will try to have them defile your temple. You will be practically a fucking virgin. And they'll be having all these people trying to force you to have sex with you by starving you and keeping you outside. You will have a job and you will be on a job full of Satanists, and they will all do shit to you on that fucking job to get you fired so that you won't have money for your bills and for your kids. And then they'll all come praying around with their penises and their pussies out trying to rape you and your children. So if you want to come to America thinking that this is what you want, y'all want to keep copying them, doing all these nasty satanic fucking dances, thinking that shit is fucking cool. That's all they care about is pussy and ass and titties. They are evil. They are witches. They make everything corrupt and they make everything wicked. And everybody sold out. So then when you say, okay, no, you're going to give me back my baby, y'all going, and you fight in the name of Jesus, they're going to kill you, but they're not killing you just because you acting erratic or you done hurt somebody or nothing. No, they already knew they were going to kill you. They doing it so that they can have a reason to kill you. So they can make it look like you gave them a reason to murder you when they know you just fighting back. You know that they Satanists, and they'll pretend. They have pastors that get up there talking about he's of God, and the women pastors talking about they're of God. They don't let real pastors preach in America. They don't let real ministers preach. If you want to hear a real pastor, then this is be the closest thing that you'll hear to a real minister or a real pastor is be Andrea Jones. I'll probably be the closest thing that you'll get to a real minister in America. Because everything else is commercial. It's bought out. And the brotherhood not going to speak the truth neither because they don't want nobody fucking with them. They be sold out too. And it's all a money system. Like, okay, well, y'all can pretend like y'all not saying this and pretend y'all of God over here. And then y'all can pretend y'all of God at the Catholic group. And y'all can pretend y'all of God at the Israelite. And then y'all can pretend y'all of God at the Baptist church. And y'all can pretend y'all of God at the Pentecostal. But really, they'll all be Satanists. And they'll just have the whole thing locked down. So real preachers and real pastors cannot get any foothold over the congregation that ain't sold out yet. I didn't realize how important it was for me to come out and actually speak the gospel and tell the truth about Jehovah and Jesus Christ and show my struggle about what these Satanists is doing to me. I didn't realize how important that was until they tried to silence me and tried to get me to stop speaking. And that's when I knew that my voice actually carried weight. I feel like it's something that I'm missing here that's very important. Okay, as far as the pastors and stuff like that, they'll try to pretend like they of God, and then the main thing they'll try to do is just silence you. They won't want you to discuss your issues with these people. They won't want you to discuss the truth about God. And the thing is everybody is going to pretend like they know God, but they going to do evil. And see, that's why I wouldn't go to Jesus Christ and I wouldn't go to Jehovah. I wouldn't believe the Bible. I wouldn't go to church. I didn't want to be considered a Christian, none of that, because I saw what the wickedness, what these people was doing to me who was going to the church. Family members who claim to be Christians and be in the church every Sunday, but then to come home and try to beat me up and steal from me and have me killed. I'll be like, I told myself when I was 20 years old, when I was like, I don't believe in God and I'm not a Christian and I hate Christians. That's what I said. I hate them because I had watched these so-called Christians in America sit over here and have babies out of wedlock and, be just doing all this evilness. And then turn around and be like, oh, we the most holiest motherfuckers, on the land, and all this old kind of shit. And then they'll even try to put you in positions to where you'll have to disobey God, you know what I'm saying? And then turn around and be like, oh, she not holy, she do this, she do that. It's like you made her do that just because you wanted something bad to say about that woman. And I have watched all of this go on in the Christian community. And for years, I said, I'm done with Christians. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because how can I believe in the same God as these wicked ass witches? You know what I'm saying? And I know that turned a lot of people away from Christianity in general. And so I ended up actually getting to know Jesus Christ on my own. And I still did not want to obey the Bible. I still did not want to obey the Bible because I was like, yeah, I know the name of Jesus is real and the name of Jesus is powerful, but I don't believe everything else that they done put inside of this Bible. Hold on. Your sister brought that?
I'm going to fish something in the store.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Well, I'll just go back outside then because I need to finish what I'm saying. He's standing right there, and I closed the door because I don't want to. And it's like I was gonna go out. It's like you gonna come in and I'm gonna go out if you understand what I need to say, or I'm going outside and I'm gonna move around and go wherever I need to say what I need to say because I don't need nobody trying to spy on me and then fuck that. So let me finish what I was saying. So the Christians will, like they'll sit there and try to pretend like they cool with the government, and they'll be like just pray about this and just pray about that and all of that stuff. And I just kept feeling something real fake about the Christian church for so many years. And I couldn't put my finger on it until what really happened to me in that jail. And God had let me know they was all faking, Andrea. They've been worshiping these white people. That's the devil. And they weren't going to tell you that was the devil. They was not going to never tell you the truth that they was worshiping him and they done sold their soul. And not only that, they actually denounced the real Jesus Christ. So I was wondering, why the fuck did I go to church and all these pastors would talk about Jesus, but they never would talk about Jehovah? Because they can't share the true gospel with you. God said that the end would come once the true gospel was preached to people. So they've been going all around the earth preaching false gospel, not teaching the real truth about Jesus Christ, because the gospel of Jesus Christ and his story, Satan is all tied up in the gospel, in the story. And especially about Revelations. Hold on, I'm finna go outside real quick. And especially about Revelations. And see, that'll make me seem like I'm a little bit hostile. You know what I'm saying? Like where I don't want nobody coming around me. But it's not that I don't want nobody coming around me, but it's that I know what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I know what they trying to do. Cause you ain't been living in this country this long and you don't know what's going on, or it haven't came to you what's coming to me or whatever. So the gospel of Jesus Christ, when you talk about that, God talks about all of his struggles and things like that he went through with the enemy. Satan tried to get Jesus to bow down to him. So you cannot preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and not tell who Satan is if you know who he is. So the very deceitful thing about the black church, what I'm trying to get y'all to realize, is that they knew who Satan was and they was worshiping him. And then they was turning around and reading us the Bible and telling us the story about Jesus and how Satan tried to get him to worship him, but did not tell us who Satan was, and that they had already bowed down and decided that they would worship him. So I didn't figure this out until I was inside of the jail, and Jesus Christ and Jehovah God told me who Satan was. And I was like, are you effing serious? I was like, you gotta be out your fucking mind. Like, I was like completely blown away. And then there's somebody over here on the barbecue pit, but so I'm trying to keep my voice down. But anyway, so I was like, are you effing serious? Like, I cannot believe that they held this secret from me and that nobody told me the truth, but God had told me the truth. And then I understood. I was like, oh, so that's why all of these churches is telling me out, and they won't come and help, that's why they never told us the truth about the Bible. And see, they won't tell you about Jehovah, because that's the whole gospel. Because Jesus Christ came to point people to the Father, to Father God. When Jesus Christ was praying before he was crucified, he prayed to Jehovah. He was praying to Father God. And in Hebrew, you might say his name differently, but in English, his name is pronounced Jehovah. And so, and that's how he does refer to himself as well, as Jehovah in our language. And so, people was sitting over there trying to silence me, and still is trying to silence me, because I understand that this is very serious, and it's so many people had already knew like that I didn't know. So I had family and friends that was trying to hurt me for these folks, and after God told me that was the devil and that was Satan, then I was looking at this shit like, okay, well, why is my family and friends, and why are all of these people trying to sell me out for them? And I thought it was just racism, but they had sold their souls to him, and so that means that he'll go around the earth doing whatever he want to do, and they sold their soul to his kingdom, you know what I'm saying, because they know he kills, steal, and destroy. So if you not with him and you not helping him kill, steal, and destroy, then that means that he'll be willing to kill, steal, and destroy you, and have everybody that's working for him try to help him do it. And so God had already let me know that I would have to be willing to die for him and die for his name, because that's how many of them have decided that they rather live and have the perks of American society, and in the other societies that the devil has built all over the world, they rather have those perks than to stand up as tribes, you know what I'm saying, and say, these are our bloodlines, these are our brothers and sisters, we are one, and we are blood, and we will fight you, we will stand together. Instead of doing that, they'll recruit so many different men and women and children from all these different tribes, and then they'll have them trying to vouch for these white people and be like, oh no, they did us good, oh they sent us some money, oh they gave us a job, oh they helped clean up our life, oh them good white folk. They'll have them lying for them and covering up for them, so all the rest of us like, hell no, that's the motherfucking devil, that motherfucker tried to rape me and my baby, that motherfucker came in my house attacking me, that motherfucker tore down the walls and destroyed my home, that motherfucker robbed me and stole this from me, that motherfucker tried to kill me, we want our shit, we want our babies, we want our justice, you know what I'm saying? Like, then they'll be over there, they have those black people, they're like, calm down, it ain't that serious, you know what I'm saying? They lying, and so that's pretty much what's going on in America. And I'm like, when is this shit gonna end? Because I am so tired of seeing these satanic ass black women and these satanic ass black men. Like, y'all just don't know, y'all just don't know. I be seeing them like, ooh, y'all motherfuckers sold us out, like, ooh, y'all motherfuckers, because we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really know who that was, because when we grew up and we went to school, the Bible, not the Bible, but the textbooks and the birth certificates, when they asked you, hey baby,
what's your name again? I was saying
Andrea.
I said that. I'm about to come soon.
You finna come over here?
No, I'm gonna come around until you come.
Who house you in?
Oh, this hotel I'm coming.
Oh, who house is that?
You can.
Yeah.
You can set the notes when you're done here.
So all you see is like always distraction. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out where I was at. So in the textbooks, this was the earliest that I knew about a Caucasian. In the textbooks and on the birth certificate, it say, are you black with African descent, Hispanic, Indian, other, and then it'll have the Caucasian right there. And so in the textbooks, I was like, okay, these are Caucasians, because that's what I was taught in second grade, in the textbook in social studies, and we seen white people and black people, that's what we was taught. But they lied to us, and I had a white witch that was teaching me, and she knew the truth, and she didn't tell me, Andrea, that white man in your textbook, that is the devil, and your bloodline of African descent, those are the children of God, and y'all the children of the Most High. She didn't tell me the truth. So I went my whole life being mistreated by these devils and being sold out by my people because of our ethnicity and because we the children of God, without knowing what was really going on. And it took for everybody to try to kill me before I even knew the truth, for God to come out and tell me, Andrea, that is the devil. Andrea, that is Satan. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, Lord forgive me, but no wonder why they been letting him get away with everything and why he did all the shit that he did. You see him next to people's bodies hanging off of a fucking tree and burning, and he's still trying to glorify that shit even in 2021. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, when I seen those white women being evil and turning out red every time they see something evil happen to somebody, I was wondering what's up with these white women. They evil as hell, but I was just thinking that was just white people. I didn't know y'all the children of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, no pastor taught us that. No, I heard some black men did and some black women did tell me on YouTube like some years ago before I got pregnant by a white man. Like there was some people in there after I got pregnant by him, and I kept noticing how evil he was. Like he just kept doing evil. It's like he couldn't stop doing evil no matter what. He just kept having to do evil to us. Me and my son just kept having to do evil to us. And then there was some black people that was telling me like, Andrea, like some of these white men, they devils. This the devil. That's the devil. That's Satan. That's the devil. And I started looking it up myself, like doing research, and I was like, yeah, he the closest thing to the devil on this earth. And then I was like, and he be turning red like the devil and can't stay in the sun, and like it's not built for him, like he wasn't meant for this planet or something. And then I go in when I went into the jail and they was trying to murder me, and I kept seeing the white man was the lead. He was the evilest one. He was like the ringleader of everything. And then he was having everybody else be wicked and do stuff for him, and then trying to make it seem like he was the nice guy behind the scenes, but he was the one that could have put a stop to it, that did not put a stop to it, and that was watching everybody do shit to me. And then so when God told me that's Satan, that's the devil, and they all worshiping him, they all doing his bidding, that's why they in here doing this shit to you, and you got a baby. And then they was trying to say something about my son had to be a Satanist because of who his father was. And God was like, no, but Andrea is African and Indian, and her baby got her bloodline in her. So, and he was saying something about why my bloodline was so important, and the fact that my son had my bloodline, then he was one of us. God said that my son is one of us because of my bloodline. And they all know who they are, and you will see those little white girls running around with their witch hats on as little girls, and they'll be talking about a bibbity boobity bop and all that shit, and they try to train them as witches very young, and when they get older they make the switch and they make the adjustment into full witchcraft and Satanism very easily, and they give them everything that they want from a young age. Hold on, I'm finna go in the house and get something. I'll come right back. They get everything that they want from a very young age, and they get spoiled, and it makes them very greedy, to where when they get older they already prepared and they already set up for the positions in witchcraft that they're going to be playing, where they're going to be greedy and they're going to be doing whatever they want to do, and using that witchcraft to do it. So anyway, I'm finna end up having to go, y'all, but the details about the white women, the witches who was in the back of the jail doing the stuff to me. These women have been witches since they were little girls, and that's just what they are. And then when I seen all these people doing this stuff to me, I was like, Lord, like, why are they doing it? Why are they doing it? And God was like basically showing me, oh, that's Satan, and they sold their soul to him. And it was so deep to where it was celebrities they have sold their soul to them. It was family members, friends, ancestors I have had that died, that sold their soul to him before they died. And he have their souls. God has been freeing a lot of people. God showed me him freeing the dead. God showed me him freeing children that's still bound by the devil on this earth today, right now. God was showing me that the people who have made a choice about serving the devil, are they going to hell? That really he know their heart, and he know that they really serving this white man, thinking that, knowing he's the devil, knowing he's Satan seed, and they over here following him and serving him relentlessly, and they not telling the rest of them that we know we're going to hell for this shit. We know that we're gonna burn for this shit. We're going to burn for this house. We're going to burn for this car. We're going to burn for all this shit that we selling y'all out for. But we making it look like, oh, we so righteous and we worked so hard for it. And, we glorifying ourselves like we did such righteousness to get this land. And then we trying to get other people and recruit other people so they'll come flashing their money. That's all they'll do. That's all a witch is going to talk about is her money. She going to talk about her money because that's what she sold her soul for. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they got to use to reel in other people to be like, oh, we got this, come join our side. And you got millions and trillions of young black men and women following them because they think they're going to get that money that the witches is showing them. And another thing is they boobies, they titties, they penises, they're going to talk about sex a lot. Women and men going to naturally talk about sex, and the devil play on that. The devil plays on our sexual needs. And the witch is going to always talk about her booty. She going to always talk about her titties. She going to do something to entice you because it's going to be the flesh, the lust of the flesh, the lust of your eyes, the things that you see, the feelings that she can give you. That's how she going to get you. And she not going to tell you she worshiping the devil. And she not going to tell you that you're going to have to burn in hell for running up behind them and keep trying to have an alliance with them. God said do not compromise with the world. God said do not be friends with the world. We can't compromise with them people and be like, oh, we all gonna be cool, we all gonna be friends, and y'all Satanists, because they're not gonna compromise with us. They gonna get us to come to the Satanist side at the end of the day, or they're gonna try to annihilate you. So God's children, instead of trying to be friends with them and hoping that we can find a common ground, they have already made their choice, and they're already willing to kill anybody who is not on the same side because they know they have already sold their soul. They know that only God can reverse anything that they have done concerning their own souls. So I'm queen. I just had a brother call me a prostitute because I wouldn't do things with him. He called me out my name. But I'm queen, Andrea Jones. And it's blood. So a lot of people want to talk down on me and don't know who I am. And need to watch themselves. Because it's different when you're dealing with a queen. It's different when we blood and you betray me, but I'm a queen. And you can say, well, how you a queen with no people? That don't matter. Because God chose me to be a queen. God told me that I'm a queen now. So ain't gonna be no black people tearing me down, trying to bring me down to some peasant. Ain't gonna be no white people trying to discredit me and use, no, I said I'm queen. Just like Queen Elizabeth. Queen Andrea Antoinette Jones. And I'm gonna die like that. Queen. And I'm willing to die for it. That's what a queen do. And a queen gonna expose her enemies to her people. And a queen gonna call out enemies within her people. She gonna call out the ones who sold out her people. And she gonna warn her people. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And she gonna take the risk, and she gonna be willing to die to speak out for her people and say no. You're not finna let these people do this to us. We are a nation and another nation of people. And if we gotta come together and burst up out this motherfucker, then that's what we gonna do. Because we the strongest children in the world. Because ain't no race been through what we've been through and survived. So I'm not gonna have y'all selling me out. I'm queen. Andrea Antoinette Jones. And y'all not gonna sell me and my baby out. So right now what y'all witnesses is a war. And it's not a war that I started. It's a war that white people started. It's a war that the devil started. And he got his soldiers. And his soldiers are my family. His soldiers are my friends. His soldiers are people in government. He has many soldiers. He's been recruiting for a very long time, and they know that they made a mistake because there's a lot of people that don't want to serve him no more but don't see the way out. And I'm glad that I got to see what all he was doing because it lets me see how he have had my people bound for a long time. And that's why I'm really not that mad at my people. But when God showed me straight wickedness about a person, then I don't have to feel sorry for that person. Because the Holy Spirit don't feel sorry for you, then I ain't gonna feel sorry for you neither. But if certain children that God showed me are bound by the devil and they're gonna see what the devil is doing to me and they're gonna believe on Jesus Christ. They're gonna believe that he could save them. Because they don't have that hope. Because they don't watch so many people sell out and they done been a part of this for a long time. It's hurt me to have to watch people let me see me cry and see me tell the truth about things that could get me killed for telling the truth about. But even the devil has been face to face with me. And he knows who I am and he knows my personality. He knows the strength that I have inside of me. He have tried to break me with everything that he have got. And he know Andrea, she's a fucking problem. And I look right back at that fucking devil. Say, you goddamn right I am. Because there's been too many of us going into a fucking grave while they run around throwing up a fucking American flag and then acting like everything is so peachy for their ass. And they keep coming around every time black people have something good going for themselves. They keep coming around and tearing the shit down and tearing the shit down. And notice they don't bless nobody that don't show their allegiance to them. So I'm done talking about this. I'm about to go outside and enjoy my day. We'll pick back up on this later. But it is what it is. You're witnessing a war right now. And it's like spiritual warfare. But there is some physical stuff that's involved as well. And the witch gonna try to starve you. She gonna try to attack your food. She gonna try to poison your food. You know, the witch will try to attack you. There's all kind of stuff they'll try to do. But I don't even want to talk about that. I'm not gonna give her more credit than what she already have given herself. But I'm doing this to break the witchcraft spell off of me and my children because they think they're going to get away with what they don't try to do to me. And see, if I wild out and go on my own and fight for myself, then they're going to be like, okay, shoot her, kill her in the streets or at the lawyer office or at Cynthia O'Vear house, somewhere where I'm trying to get my child and they doing it illegally. They done fraudulently did everything in the courtroom. So with that being said, really, we don't need the courts anymore at this point because when you got a murderer, Klansman over there giving your baby away to somebody and then it got people rigging stuff outside to try to make your case look a certain way, then I'm not going no legal route. You're not finna tell me I gotta go up in no courtroom with now fucking motherfucker that tried to murder me and got me with a fetus inside of me and then still lying about it. And then think you gonna have me up in there all shamed with the baby and me while y'all lying on some Ku Klux Klan witchcraft devil satanic bullshit and then take my son? Hell no. All hell is finna break loose. At some point. And that's why everybody like, oh, let's just be quiet. Let's try to see what we can do behind the scenes to her because it's gonna pop off. And the only thing that I can even imagine happening is that I will end up dead in the streets because they didn't want to tell the truth. And that's why I told Marcus Mitchell, I said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight for my baby. And I said, and they going to kill me because that's what they do when you fight. When you say no, then I'm going to fight. If you think you're going to take my son from me and then do all this shit to me on the street on some satanic bullshit, I'm going to fight your ass. Then they want to kill. So I already know that I got to have my little death ritual where I got to go and talk to God and be like, you know what, Father, I'm ready to be offered up as a living sacrifice. because they not finna sit here and have me being fake, knowing that y'all are all Satanists and then doing stuff to kids and pregnant women, and then think that I'm gonna be cool with y'all. I'm gonna nut up on somebody and somebody gonna get hurt. And before that happens, I'm gonna tell the truth about everything that's going on, because once I start swinging and throwing bowls, I'm not gonna stop. Once I start beating your ass, I'm not gonna stop. Because I ain't never ran up on nobody in my life. I have always had people running up on me, trying to hurt me, and then trying to kill me for defending myself and my children. I ain't never hurt nobody in my life. I ain't never ran up on nobody in my life. And they constantly been doing it to us. But now you got my son and y'all reading and stuff, and y'all think I was gonna sit back and kill myself while all y'all betrayed me? And they know she gonna get mad, and she gonna go off on somebody, and they hoping that they gonna kill the baby. And I already know if I get to fighting with somebody, the baby gonna die. And if the baby die in me, I ain't no good to nobody after that, because they did all this shit to be killed my baby in my womb. So they're gonna have to shoot me and kill me, or they already said they were gonna try to shoot me and keep me alive and take me somewhere and torture me. That's what they said they want to do. So they trying to say, "Cole, come get your son back in blood. If you want your son back, then come get him back in blood." Everybody know what's going on. And they trying to make a death ritual out of Andrea Jones, worshiping white women, worshiping money, well, black women, black men worshiping money, trying to sit back and do a death ritual on another black woman. Talking about, come get your son back in blood. You know who got your son. You know we Satanists. You know this. Come get him back in blood. And we from the same city. We both from Chicago. And all these niggas know this motherfucker got my child. And that they molest us. But they don't care, because they done sold out to Satan already. So they like, well, he doing it to us, then he gonna do it to you too. No, he's not. Because I'm triller than you. And I'm willing to die about my life. I'm willing to die about my God. I'm willing to die about my kids. I ain't finna sell my soul and then run around talk about I'm hard with no fucking gun, talking about no 666. Come get him back in blood. Because if you was hard, you would have died by yourself. When you realized all your homeboys and family members had sold their soul to the devil, you wouldn't have sold yours too. So if anybody go hard, I go hard. I go harder than everybody. Because I'm famous all by my motherfucking self. I'm on the wall of fame by my motherfucking self. And God said it. He said, because Andrea the only one who didn't sell her fucking soul to get it. And then everybody want to try to act like they don't know that I'm famous. Fuck out of here. Because they know that that's how they get their fame, their glory. Selling out. And then it's a bunch of jealous ass women and jealous ass people been taking my topics and talking about my topics and everything, and then trying to make it seem like they the ones talking about something that I'm talking about. You never would have came out and even spoke about none of the shit that I was saying. So they think they're going to do a death ritual where they think that I'm going to nut up and get so upset that I'm going to end up going off on somebody. And then they all going to try to jump on me and kill this baby that's still alive. And then think that, we're going to jump on her and we're going to kill her like that. And then that'll be a death ritual, because you got all these videos of me going off and telling the truth about what I did. I mean, about what I did and about what they've been doing to me. And Satan wants me bad because they like blood and they like evil. And they know that's evil to have let that woman cry out on social media and make 1,000 videos about what y'all did to her and exposing y'all, and then y'all still turn around and kill that woman. They like that stuff. And they'll all do a death ritual, funeral, and glorify it, just how George Floyd mama was up in there dancing at his funeral. Sandra Bland mama was over there dancing at her funeral. These is satanic death rituals where these women is moving up in the Illuminati ranks for their children having been killed, and they gonna do a death ritual dance. They doing death ritual dances at these people's funerals. And they'll have my family trying to do their little death ritual dance at my funeral. And they'll turn around and everybody will act like, oh, she was either crazy, or they'll try to act like they want to go to court and fight for you and get some money. But it really will be hush money. It'll really be the devil saying, good, faithful servants, here's your $1.5 million for sacrificing your child to us. Because you're not supposed to go in there and say, let my baby go or give me back my child. You supposed to go up there and knock one of them motherfuckers upside their head when they done killed your baby. You ain't supposed to go in there asking for no money. You supposed to go in there and be like, okay, you finna have to kill me, all the people in my family, and everybody on my motherfucking block about killing my daughter. We don't want your money. We want blood. We want your blood. We don't want your money. And see, they know everything about war. They know everything about bloodshed when it's time for them to kill somebody and be watching these movies where they glorify nothing but murder. But then when somebody tell when they motherfucking ass, I'm finna bust your fat motherfucking lip for what you did to me and my kids, they want to go run. Such and such hit me. I'm bleeding. And that's fake. That's what a witch will do. A witch will come and attack you with full force and fly to attack you. And then as soon as you knock her ass down and she see you about to kill her, she'll start crying and try to make you feel sorry for her. And as soon as you believe her, she'll get right back up and attack you again with more and more vindictiveness. And see, that's what they do. And they think that that they just gonna kill me, and then think that people of God, if there's anybody left, wouldn't know what was going on. Because that's what they've been doing. They've been killing black women and sacrificing black women and black men out here, and then been lying about it all in the media. And then they've been pulling that ritual where they all go to the person's funeral knowing they done all set that person up to be killed, and then they have that alliances, that black and white alliance, where they like, we willing to sacrifice anybody to make things work the way we want it to work. And we don't want y'all to speak up for y'all own kind. We don't want y'all to say nothing. And that'll just be our alliance, and we'll award y'all with wealth that y'all have never had before, and God has shown me that the devil know that his time is short. The devil is in trouble right now with God, the white man, and the devil, Satan, is in trouble with God. And see, it's been a long time because he's been running around this earth doing whatever he want to do. And God said he deceived the whole world. When you said that you was a Caucasian on that piece of paper, you deceived the whole world. When y'all told us that I was just a slave master and that you didn't say that was the devil or his children, you deceived the whole world. And then you had these pastors running around talking about, oh, that's Esau. And that ain't no motherfucking Esau. Esau is probably one of the other tribes. They deceiving you. Because I figured it out, and then they already had knew. My people were smarter than I was. They figured it out before I did. Or the devil just revealed himself to them quicker than I did. And there was a shift that happened during that time, and I didn't know what was going on, but now I know what was happening. The devil was revealing himself to my people, and they went along with him and his bullshit. And I was the one that had real strong protection by God, so he couldn't come to me with it yet. But everybody was already sold out by the time he showed me who he was. And he deceived the whole world. So now I gotta live amongst these people, knowing what all they did. And it's very wicked. Like, now I'm glad God shared me the stories of the men in the Bible who was like the only righteous ones in the city. And I'm glad he showed me how the scribes and everybody was trying to use Bible verses against him, trying to act like they was more holy than God. When God walked the earth, they were trying to act like they was more holy than Jesus Christ. And that's exactly what these pastors and stuff be doing. Trying to run around acting like they so motherfucking holy. But then lying about the truth and lying about the real one true God. They ain't going to tell you that the devil is white. They're not going to tell you that Jehovah is black. And they denouncing Jesus Christ. So I had to get that spell from over my life, because then they think, oh, we're going to kill Andrea. Ain't nobody going to help. Ain't none of these Satanists going to say anything. None of us going to say anything. We're going to hope that she killed that baby, that she smoked them cigarettes, so stressed out about everything we done did to her, and kill that baby and her while we lie about it and keep fucking with her and stressing her on purpose. And then we're going to try to kill her when she actually do go crazy about what the fuck we done did to these people. And they already got my family set up to call me crazy. Michelle Smith, they got her set up to call me crazy, an Illuminati witch. Her mother, Barbara Thomas, they got her set up to try to lie and make it seem like that I'm not pregnant. She knows that I'm pregnant, an Illuminati witch. They got her daughter, Irma Marshall, the younger one, set up to try to fight me. She's an Illuminati witch. And they just not gonna say that, hoping that the baby just died and me and that I can't give birth. And then that way everybody could just say, oh, she was crazy and all of that. And then when I get killed, everybody could say, oh, well, she was crazy and they just didn't want to stand up for me and they sold me out. And that make a person angry, and that'll make a person go to extra lengths to get their justice and to get vengeance on the people that did it. And then when you see all these bad things happening in society, people that hurt folks and all of that old kind of shit, they try to go in the media and say, oh, this person just hurt all these people for no reason and that was a monster, killed them. No. They were Satanists and they was doing stuff to people and doing it behind the scene, doing little slick ass shit, doing witchcraft on people and their kids. And people knew that, like I said, it's so many of them that they think, well, she can't fight us all. That's how many Satanists it is that'll do stuff to you. Well, she can't fight all of us. And a lot of people go out already knowing that their agenda is to murder them at the end of the day. And people will end up like, okay, well, I'm going to take a whole bunch of y'all motherfuckers out with me then. And then they'll make it seem like all the people that they took out was innocent. Because that's how they play their role. They'll do stuff to them people behind the scene and then set it up to where if the person tell on them about what they did, they'll act